What up? Okay, so we're back at it. Third video this time. And we're obviously in a different space. I forgot to start the music. There's the music. We're in a different space, as you can see. This is my tarp, my lovely tarp, in my room, because I got off work about like 15 minutes ago, and I did not want to go all the way to the public library and request a room again, because I'm tired. So yeah. Before we get started really like into the video, I did want to bring up my last video, because I'm not one to shy away from things that are brought to me. So on my last video, someone made a comment. I'm not going to say the name because I don't know if they would want me to say their name. But I assume it's a she. Everybody's a she in my mind. That is also apparently problematic, I feel like. Everybody could be a they, them, or a he, him, or a she, her, or a z-zer, because that's a thing. So the comment was basically bringing to light basically how I talk and how I say something, and in the context of how it was said, which what I said was there was racism back then, which in the context of what I said made it seem like I didn't think that there was racism now. Obviously, I know there's racism now because I don't live under a rock. And if you watch the news of anything that's going on in our country right now, obviously you could tell there's racism now. So basically I was like, hey, yo, I know there's racism now. I know as a white person and as a white woman, I can't really understand or assume whatever anybody goes through in terms of racism, and things like that, because yeah. And also, just so everybody knows watching this video, from this point on, I'm a fucking moron, okay? Half the shit that I talk about, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, and I look it up as I'm talking about. Also, I'm not good with my speech. I'm not good at communication. That's why I'm making these videos, so I can get used to talking more. And if y'all feel like something that I say is wrong, fucking tell me, so that way I can look at it and be like, oh, yeah, I was in the wrong on that. So, like, hold me accountable, because I replied to this and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, that's not what I meant, I'm gonna try and be more clear in the future, and things like that. But if what I say isn't clear, please bring it up to me in the comments, because I look at the comments. And yeah, that being said, that's that little section out of the way. Not that it's little. Again, racism, very big, important, like, topic that needs to be brought up in any way, shape, or form, especially, again, with what's going on today. But yes. Big deep breath. That also being said, apparently people have followed me or like subscribed to me. Like 2 new people have subscribed to me, and like my video got like 60 views, which to me is a lot. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Now let's get into the main video. I don't have bulletin points today because I'm turning this down. Y'all probably won't be able to hear it, but it's blasting in my ear. My little Roku remote. But yeah, so like I said, my phone is broken, which sucks because I use my phone for a lot of things. Like any other person out there in the world. But basically what happened is a few days or weeks prior, I would notice that my phone would turn off randomly, like even when the battery was full. And I kept getting mad because I was like, why is it turning off? I have a full battery. Like, what the heck is going on? And like 2 days ago, I come home from work and I'm fiddling with my phone and I'm like, why is this thicker than a Snicker? Like, why is it feeling lumpy or whatever? And I take off the back of my phone case and I realize that my battery in my phone had swelled, and it made it to where like the screen was kind of like popping out a little bit because the battery had swelled so much. And I broke down immediately. I do not handle things well. I've gotten better at it, though. I've gotten better at managing my own, like, emotions and things like that. But I use my phone for a lot of things. I pace a lot with my phone, back and forth, listening to music, as, like, a way of self-regulation once I get off work and in the morning before I go to work. And so, yeah, I also read a lot on my phone. So that's been hard, not doing that. I read a lot of fan fiction. I'm a fan fiction nerd. But, yeah. So now, I've been so far 2 days without my phone. It's hard, but I can say there is, like my brain, I feel like, is slightly gotten better because I don't have my phone. I'm not constantly, like, on TikTok or on YouTube watching videos or da-da-da-da-da. I have to, like, do things out there now and stuff. So, one of the big things that, like, was a struggle for me was going to work, because where I work, I'm in one section, and it's like a little closed-off room, and I'm just there the entire time. I'm standing there, I'm doing my work, I'm a very, like, manual labor, I got calluses on my fingers, but there's nothing to do while I do that. So I prop up my phone most days, and I watch Minecraft videos, because I'm a Minecraft bitch. And basically, and I need to make a video about all the Minecrafters that, like, I watch, because there's a list and there's a tier of what I'll go down when I've watched, like, all of one person's episodes, and then I need to go to the next one, and then I need to go to the next one, and things like that. But, yeah. So usually I, like, prop up my phone, I watch my Minecraft videos. That's how I get through my workday. Well, obviously I can't do that when I don't have a phone. So what did I resort to? A tiny little Coleman's battery-powered radio that I had to finagle with every morning to get, like, specific radio channels. There's only 2, by the way, that comes into the little box that I work, and one of them is the radio station of my town, which, like, my college runs a radio station, and I listen to that. And then the other is the radio station of the town of where I work, because I don't work in my town, I work in the town next to it. I say town, they're cities. Not big cities in my mind, not like Austin big, but they're big. That's a clue. I'm in Texas. But, basically, I would fiddle with it, I'd pop up the antenna, and I would listen to my things. Only 2 channels. One of which is an alternative, like, pop rock, and that's the one from my hometown city. And then the other one is just old 90s country, which I'm not mad at. I do like 90s country. What I don't like is the commercials. Because I don't like commercials. I got YouTube Premium, so that way I could not have commercials. But yeah. These are very first world problems, by the way. So, yeah. But I've been using that. When I get home from work, instead of pacing, I'll have to read the book that I got, that I said I was going to read. So, like, last night, I finished chapter 3 of that book that I started 3 weeks ago, I think. I'm a very slow reader, but I'm gonna get through it. I also dyed my hair, like, the day before my phone broke. So, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like red, maroon. Think Diet Coke cherry color. It's kind of like that. And yeah, I'm also wearing my favorite shirt. As you can see, it has a cat on it that says "Can't Out-Riz the Rizzler," because I'm hip and with the kids these days. And yeah, other than that, okay, so there's the show I'm wanting to watch. And probably some of y'all heard it, obviously. But it's called Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and it's a spin-off, kinda, of Game of Thrones, which I have never seen Game of Thrones, and I do not want to. Like, I've seen clips of it and everything, but it's very, like, hardcore fantasy, obviously. and there's like dragon, the storyline's huge and blah 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 blah, and I never got into it. It's too much for me. But Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I like the story that it's saying, and I like the actors that they're portraying and things like that. So hold on, we're gonna open up the Googles. Where's the oh god, it's a big, there we go. Okay, let's see. Night of the Seven Kingdoms drama series. It's on like HBO Max, and I don't know how many times I gotta ask my sister for the HBO Max password, but she ain't gonna give it to me, and I'm sad. But yeah, but basically, oh, it's before Game of Thrones. Okay, and it's about like a little novel that the guy wrote, The Hedge Knight, about Sir Duncan the Tall and his squire Egg. And oh my gosh, do I absolutely have a crush on the guy who plays Sir Duncan the Tall, because in my mind he is like the stereotypical white boy, but like not mean, you know? And he's quirky, and he's funny, and blah 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 blah. And the actor that plays him is actually really like funny as well. Was it Peter Calfee? He used to be, I think, a rugby player. Yeah, rugby. Oh my god, I knew that. And I don't even know sports. But yeah, but he retired in 2019 to pursue acting. Well, first of all, he's doing great. I love the show. Even though I haven't seen it, I've seen clips of it. Best believe I'm watching all the clips when I get the chance. But I really want to watch it because not only the main actor's cute, but the storyline so far, I'm able to keep up with it. It's not like, oh, we're shifting from this family to this family to this kingdom to that bitch over there and blah 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 blah. It's like, oh, we're gonna stick with this one guy, and he got a little guy following him, which, oh my gosh, Egg, hilarious, best kid around. Oh my, he's perfectly kid-like in that show to where it's like, that's a child. But yeah, I digress. I just find that show so far interesting, and I really do want to watch it, and hopefully I get to watch it soon. So yeah. What else can I talk about? I could talk about One Piece. I started watching One Piece way back last year. It's February last year. So yeah, at work, I would prop it up, and I would watch One Piece on my phone while I was working. Sadly, not in Japanese. I would watch it in English because I'm not able to look at the subtitles while I'm working. But oh my god, I love One Piece. Like, I watched Naruto when I was in middle school and high school. I watched Fruit Baskets whenever that was out, because that was like the first anime I ever watched was Fruit Baskets, and that was like the first one I ever read. And I watched Naruto. But beyond that, in terms of anime, oh, I watched Soul Eater. That one was good. I've seen Fire Force, a little bit of that. I've seen... There's one where it's a slime. And he's like a little slime, and he's doing things, and blah, blah. But other than that, I don't watch a lot of anime. I'm not really into the anime scene and things like that. And the One Piece live action came out, and I love the One Piece live action without ever having watched One Piece. So I was like, I need to do myself justice and the show justice, and I need to actually watch One Piece. So I started it, and oh my god, it's long. I was like, and it's not, and the seasons are broken out in like arcs, and I didn't know that either, so I'd be like, oh my gosh, when is this season over? What do you mean there's a ton of episodes left? Like, oh my god. And so I think I took a break from watching it, because I was watching it every single day, and soon I was like, oh my gosh, there's just so much to know. And I think where I ended off I was after Thriller Bark. I really liked the Thriller Bark one. It was very gothic and cute and everything. And it was a little bit... I paused before Ace died. Spoilers! Oh my god! Spoilers! If you haven't watched One Piece, he dies. And, but basically I stopped before it even got to that point, because I was like, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him go! No! Because whenever he first, like, showed up in Alabasta, I was like, oh, okay, he's cute, like, and he's hilarious, and he's quirky and cheeky, and, like, just... And a good brother. Oh my gosh, like his thing when he's talking to like his teammates and everything. He's like, thank you for taking care of my brother, da 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 da. And basically I stopped before I could see it because I was like, I know I'm gonna watch that and I'm gonna be at work and I'm gonna start crying and I cannot cry at work. No. So yeah. But I really like all the characters. I love Robin's character so much. I love her backstory and everything that I don't love everything she went through, but I love like her backstory and seeing her backstory into the person that she is now. And then whenever it went to what's it called? It's not Marineford, I don't think. It's whenever she's standing and it's like C9 is like behind her and she's standing there and she's like, I want to live! Things like that. That made me cry. I shed a tear at my work. Because I was like, oh my gosh, girly pop, you out here struggling. Which all of them have traumatizing backstories. Good lord, but yeah. And yeah, I think I'm gonna continue it again pretty soon. My cat's coming. I have 2 cats. If you can't tell, I love cats. But, yeah, I wonder if I can... Maples, come here! Come here, Maples! You wanna say hi? Ta-da! The Maples! She's a baby girl. She's tiny. I also have another cat called Miss J. Her quotations name is Joker, after the Steve Miller Band song, The Joker. So yeah. What else can I talk about? This one, I'm just finding things to talk about because I don't have bulletin points. I got too tired to write the bulletin points. Oh! Because I don't have my phone, I think a lot. I listen to songs a lot and things like that. And when I listen to songs, this is very, I like to sing in the car, and I like Broadway musicals and things like that, and I see all the new up-and-coming artists that are popping out, and I listen to their songs and everything, and I'm like, in my mind, I could do that. That could be me. No, it could not. I don't have a musical bone in my body other than singing songs that have already been written. But recently, I have been writing out, and I'll do it on my phone. Obviously, I don't have my phone, but I'll be writing out like little sentences that I think would go great in a song. And I wrote down like 2 today, and I had to put them on paper. And I'm like looking at them and I'm like, wow, I could get there one day. No. But yeah. Anything else to talk about? Not really. I get paid tomorrow. That's gonna be a little rough. Gotta pay all my things. Gotta do rent, phone bill for a phone that's currently broken. Gotta pay for the phone to be fixed. And it's going to be like $125, I think, which is a lot. Gotta pay my insurance for the car. Gotta pay the debt relief people, which that's going to be starting, and I am nervous about it and excited about it. I'm nervous because they're payments that are auto-drafted from your account, which I've never really been good with having payments auto-drafted. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. In terms of working out, haven't been. gonna be honest with y'all. I know I've let you down. My 14 people that follow me, I've saddened you because I'm not working out. But I am going to start eating a lot healthier, and I have started drinking a lot more water, because I know that's like a big thing with me, is I'm very dehydrated all the fucking time, because I love Dr. Pepper so much. I was raised on Dr. Pepper. I remember drinking it in my early childhood. I drink Dr. Pepper all the time. If there is a 24 case of Dr. Pepper in front of me, it's not lasting very long. Because I drink that shit like water. And it's not good for you. And, there's 23 flavors and not one of them is good for you. But, yeah. So I've started drinking a lot more water. I'll get my Awala little water bottle. It's not mine, it's my sister's. I take a lot of my sister's things now that I think about it. And what is this? Oh, this is another anime that I've watched. I remember what it's called. I just can't pronounce it right, I don't think. Haiku? Something. It's about volleyball. It's about kids that play volleyball, and they're really dedicated to playing volleyball. And I really liked it. And what was I talking about? Oh, water. I drink a lot more water these days. So I'll try to drink like 3 of those. I drank 2 this morning, and I need to drink another one before I go to bed. But also I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier, which is also a little bit hard because I don't like healthy food. Mostly because I don't know how to cook it, so that's also kind of challenging, is trying to cook more foods. I did, a few days ago, I utilized what my apartment has always had, which is a grill. And I've known we've had a grill for a very long time. It's like next to the pool, and we bought these sausages from H-E-B. Love H-E-B, by the way. H-E-B. And we got these sausages, cheddar and original. And I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go grill these up. Because we have a grill. And then I was like, wait a minute. I don't have any charcoal. Wait a minute. I know how to build a fire. So, and I don't know how many people saw me and thought I was absolutely crazy and insane, but I was walking around the little area picking up sticks and stuff to, like, build a fire. And I grilled them up, and they were actually really good. Were they healthy? I have no clue. I wrapped them up in a tortilla, and I ate like 3 of them, but yeah. Everything's better in a tortilla. Yeah. Anything else? Not really sure. Oh. So, you know how I was talking about and I think I said it before, I don't know if I told y'all what I did, but I've spoken about my past, like, job that I've had in the summer, and how I would do that job, and I really loved that job and things like that, and I'm really sad because I want to do that job. Well, I signed up for it again. Yay! I'm really excited, though, because I love the community that job has. It's a summer camp. And I love working at that summer camp. I am the health and safety manager for that summer camp, and I really like it because I get to work with kids. I really like working with kids. I used to work at daycares and things like that, and I communicate really well with children in terms of, like, emergencies and things that are in relation to health. Mostly because I don't like to sugarcoat things like that when it comes to kids. Especially if they're injured. I'm like, I know your age, I know what you can handle, I'm going to tell you what we're doing. Things like that. And I also like working with the staff. The staff is kind of like new each year, and I get to see people come back, and I also get to see new people and see how they do. And I get to see people kind of change through the 2 months that we're all together. And I see myself change a lot in the 2 months that I'm out there. And I, honest to God, am really excited about it. Honest to God. I'm really excited about it. So, yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Not really. I don't have any bulletin points. I don't know what I'm... Peter Calfee. I don't really know what else I'm gonna be looking up. I will say, again, a lot more people saw my last video, which is surprising because I mainly make these videos for myself. Like I said, I make them to be able to speak more out loud, so that way I can work on my speech. I know I say like a lot, and a lot, things like that, and I'm trying to kind of get away from that. I also say a lot. Yeah. But yeah. Also, one person commented, if anybody else would like to comment or subscribe, you can. I'm not gonna not tell you to do that. If you want to ask me questions, go ahead and do that too. If you just want to tell me shit, I'm a listening ear. So yeah. Oh, that was another thing. HEB. Okay. I love HEB. I have this plan in my brain. I have tattoos, okay? There's a green dragon on this arm, I got a mushroom on this arm, and I'm gonna cover that up. I got a campfire on this arm with a little logo of the camp, which I don't really want to get out there because, like, then you'll know where I work. But what my next tattoo idea is, for those who don't know what HEB is a very specific grocery store in Texas. It's, here everything's better is like their current, like, that's what the HEB stands for, which I don't think it was always that, but I could be wrong. And they do a lot of funds, like relief funds towards crises that happen in Texas. So like whenever that huge flood came through, I think it was last summer, and it like completely obliterated some areas and people were struggling and things like that. HEB was one of the first companies or whatever out there to bring truckloads upon truckloads of relief and like food and water and things like that. And they're just they're great at cultural things. So if you go into an HEB and it is Cinco de Mayo or it's Juneteenth or things like that, they will almost always likely have something going on to represent that holiday, which is fucking awesome. And I love HEB. I love supporting them. I love buying all of their food and things like that. But what I want to do is when you go into the HEB and you go into the potatoes section, on the potato bag, it says Texas Roots, and there's a little HEB logo on top of that. I want to make that into a tattoo and put it on my body somewhere. So HEB, if you are watching this and you want to see me get tattied with the potatoes logo, hit me up. How about that? So yeah. And yeah. And I'm probably going to do that this summer, now that I think about it, because I get paid more during the summer. Not right now. I am struggling right now. But, yeah. So, I think that's it. I think that's it for this video. It's a little bit shorter than the other ones, mostly because I'm tired and I want to go eat, and I want to go watch something on my TV. Most likely, it's going to be Minecraft again. That's another thing. If y'all want me to make that Minecraft video where I'm just showing y'all the hierarchy of the people that I watch, I can do that, and that would be really funny and really fun for me, because I watch a lot of Minecraft people. I started watching Minecraft when I was in middle school, and I still watch Minecraft today, and I am 25, about to be 26 years old. So yeah. See y'all later. I'm probably gonna release another video next Thursday. I've been good about releasing videos on Thursdays, so I think I'm just gonna make it like I release a new video every week on Thursday, unless it's like a specific video, like the Minecraft video, and that might be like a Thursday plus, maybe it's on Monday or Wednesday, whatever type thing. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, see y'all later. Bye bye.